Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Happy New Year. Welcome to another episode of Habari Live, your go-to podcast for the news, politics, and more. We're about to get it going this morning, man, talking about the things that's been going on so far this week. And, talk about some of the disgusting things Mr. Trump has been doing, like always. Just doing what we do, and making sure that the news is represented and the ideas and the stories that's coming from Washington is coming straight to you guys without filter, So happy New Year. Welcome to another show. This is supposed to be yesterday, but it was New Year's Eve. We didn't feel like getting up, so we were just chilled out, man, and relaxed. Now we're going to get up today and going to start the first episode of the year. So today we'll talk about some of the things that we've seen throughout this year, 2025. Some of the larger stories that were present throughout the year, and we'll talk about those, and we'll talk about a couple other things that went down. But let's get straight to the rundown. What you got?
Sure. A lot happened in 2025, but we're going to go ahead and go into the evidence that came out of the U.S. airstrikes in Colombia and what really happened and what really washed ashore from Trump blowing up these so-called drug boats. The new physical remnants believed to be from the U.S. military strikes targeting narco-terrorist vessels have washed ashore in Colombia on Garaja Peninsula. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm probably not. But initially, they thought that the evidence of a drug shipment is what they believed that it was. But many of the burned packets that have been recovered from the beach contained only traces of marijuana rather than large caches of hard narcotics, sparking questions about the accuracy of the U.S. narrative and the intelligence behind the actual strikes that happened. Local fishermen say that the region's drug trade often mixes marijuana and cocaine in small operations and say that most residents are not involved in the smuggling at all.
Well, this is something that we've known the entire time, that fentanyl does not come from there. Most of the drugs that's coming from Venezuela is going to be marijuana, cocaine. Fentanyl is not coming from there. So I'm not sure why this administration wants to tell that lie. They have to come up with something else. We know it's oil. We know it's power. We know you want Maduro out of the office. It has nothing to do with drugs. What's up, Droid Tricks? But yeah, man, it has nothing to do with drugs. And this is just some mess that the Trump administration has created to try to cover their asses for this mess that they're creating in Venezuela. And it's not surprising that it's marijuana that was on these boats. So they're blowing people up for something that's legal in most states in America, something that most people are already growing in their backyard, in their yards, or they have their own fields here, and it's legal. And we're blowing them up for having something that is legally smoked in all states. Most states, if they don't have legal marijuana, they already have something called medical marijuana. Most of the states have medical if they don't have recreational passed. States throughout the South, they don't have it passed. You know how they are. They need that ability to be able to say, I smell marijuana. I'm coming in your car. I'm here I go.
Or they're going to try to come in your
Pause.
house.
But yeah, for sure. That's what they're gonna do. So we already know that the South don't want to let it go because this is the one of the tactics that they use to pull people over and to mess with them and to if marijuana wasn't what what would they do? They wouldn't have any stops. But it's disgusting, man, to see people dying for bringing drugs to a little island that we all know they wasn't trying to come to America with this marijuana also.
Right.
They were going to a small island. I forgot the island, what it was called. I think it started with an S. But it's disgusting to see these people murdering people who are just bringing a little marijuana, man. Who is tossing and turning in their bed about this besides the relatives? Dog, aren't you supposed to be a Christian? What kind of Christian don't care about other people's people that are getting killed for nothing? I mean, it's crazy. You can sit around and say who's tossing it. Like you should be. I mean, you should be where you a Christian. Republicans say they're the Christian nation, Christian, but they don't lose any sleep over people getting blown up over a drug that's legal in most states. I mean, that is insane. I'm not losing any sleep over it. Yeah, because you're not a Christian, bro. You're not a Christian. You're a hater. You have hate in your heart, like George Bush says. You got hate in your heart. Just let it out. I live in Colorado, and Trump just cut funding for clean water in rural counties that voted for him in Laura Bobert's district. We're dealing with some dumb. Hey,
that's true.
You're 100% correct, my brother. I mean, these people voted for him, but since Lauren Boebert voted to get the Epstein files released, he is going to vengeance. That's what he wants. Yeah, you don't sound like a Christian. I mean, you sound like a devil worships Satan or something. You definitely don't care, man, about other people. That's pretty crazy, man. But yeah, man, it's crazy that he wanted revenge on the people that voted to release the Epstein files, even though he doesn't care, and the Epstein files is no big deal, and they call them the Clinton files now, and it's no big deal. But anybody that voted for him, revenge. And it was another bill he vetoed too that was from Republicans. He vetoed 2 Republican bills. I mean, and Colorado will now have less clean water. Boebert said that she will keep fighting to try to keep this going. But they don't understand in the Southwest, we have a lot of issues here, man. The 4 corner states, Utah, I live in Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. There's issues with how we're sharing the Colorado River, the upper basin, the lower basin, and where that will be going and who will be getting what division of the water. The water is divided. And so there's a big deal about this stuff, man. And oh, you an atheist.
Even all right, atheists man, have
but
morals.
Yeah, man, atheists have morals though, bro. That's why I didn't call you an atheist, because I'm like, the atheists, they care about people. They care about people getting blown up. They would lose sleep over people getting blown up for something that's legal in America. So that's why I didn't call you that. But yeah, man, it's a tough situation, man. And I just don't understand. But go ahead and put the next one.
I mean, moving on, in a turnaround after legal challenges, the Trump administration has agreed to allow the National Institutes of Health, or the NIH, to review research grant applications that had been previously frozen or denied due to perceived connections to DEI initiatives.
Oh, God.
Under a settlement, the NIH will now consider these stalled proposals through its standard scientific review process, though there's no guarantee that they will get funding. Advocates hope that this restores a scientific rigor and fairness after hundreds of millions of dollars in grants had been paused last year under Trump's administration policy.
Good old racist Trump and his racist ass policies. I was talking about this morning, man. These people, I seen a meme and they were like, if we didn't like racism, we would have liked Joe Biden. He was a racist president. Anyway, it's amazing. I mean, DEI, Diversity, equity, and inclusion. You are saying you are against diversity.
You are
You're against including everyone. You're against people getting the opportunity to build equity. You're 100% against that. And you can call other people racist? Being against DEI, just like you people who are against the people who are anti-fascism, Antifa, you're openly saying you're against Antifa. You're openly saying you're against DEI, but you don't want to be called racist. Like, I just don't get you guys, man. You're the most confusing group in the history of America. Own your racism. You don't like diversity. You don't like equity for others, and you don't like inclusion. How is it racist? It's against the whole entire word. The word says diversity, you idiots. It can't be racist.
If I'm asking to be
It's
diverse.
saying I'm being inclusive of all people. How the fuck can it be racist? Oh, it's reverse racism. Oh my God. So
minorities are the ones that...
If DEI is reverse racism and it hurts black people, if it was hurting black people, it would still be in place. You guys would love it. Why would you take it apart if it was hurting black people? The people who have earned the most from DEI has been white women, because it's inclusive to all. Because white men have all the jobs. They have all the money, all the opportunity. They've always had it. And it's not fair that they're the only ones that get opportunity. You look at the top 20 motherfucking richest people in the world, they're all white. Forced diversity is racist. You can't force anyone to do anything,
it's
you
racist
idiot.
against white people.
You can't force. Well, okay. The thing I want to ask you, Mr. MJ Troop, show me where white people are struggling. Show me how DEI has hurt white people. Just show me that. Show me where white men aren't the most expansive, rich. They are most of the CEOs. They are most of the people who own the top businesses. They're 90% of, we already know this. They're 90% of the richest people. Like, it doesn't make sense what you guys are talking about. I know white guys want to talk about how hard it's been for them. It's not, you don't have to be ashamed to say you're white anymore. Ain't that what JD Vance said? Like, white people are fucking struggling.
Elon Musk is a South African. He's white.
But he's white, man. He's white, bro. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's what you look like. This is a big world now. There's people from all over the place. White people colonized South Africa, and they took all the wealth, and they still hold 80% of the wealth down there. And they're only like 6-7% of the population. Here in America, white men own all the wealth. And they are upset that other people are getting jobs. They don't like it. I mean, it's crazy. The DEI does not guarantee outcomes, because guaranteeing outcomes is racist. If you hire someone because of their race, that is illegal. That's against.
Stop grouping. A black person saying stop grouping white people all in one. When we're grouped together all the time.
Why would I not group white people all together? They're in one category. I mean, the category is called white people. I mean, what are you talking about?
There's poor white people. They're white.
They're white. What am I supposed to say? Y'all say black people all the time. What the fuck am I supposed to say? Fuck out of here, man. Fucking idiots.
A few white men own most of the wealth.
Yes, they do. You're right, Tom. A few white men own most of the wealth. And since that is white men owning all the wealth, they can't turn around and say, we're poor. Black people are taking it all, and we're getting hurt. If you're going to get mad at anybody, maybe it should be mad at the few white men that's hoarding all the wealth. Like, that's our mission on this show. Is to make people realize that they keeping us fighting over dumb racial issues instead of giving everyone a chance. We're sitting around talking about, oh, white people are getting hurt. DEI is reverse racism, which is the dumbest statement ever. Reverse hate racism. It's so dumb. But, whatever. Everybody should have a chance. It shouldn't matter what you look like. It's all should be about your credentials and your merit, what your resume says. All people should get an opportunity to be able to apply and go for jobs. But if you do not have the credentials, you do not have the job, a history that is needed for that position, you don't deserve the fucking job. And no one is trying to have a fucking pilot that's not trained and don't know what the fuck he's doing flying anywhere. No one wants anyone in a job that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You don't know what the fuck you doing? Get the fuck out of here. If you are trained properly and you have the qualifications, then yes, you should get an opportunity to get a job. That's the way it should work. Do you understand hierarchy? You can't group white people in one category because financial status defines how much privilege, power, and opportunities they have. That is not, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yes, there are a hierarchy, the 1% that lives in this country that owns most of the wealth. But my point was, most of those people are white. So how the fuck can you say that DEI is what's hurting white people? If y'all have all the fucking money, it doesn't make any sense. Go ahead and go to the next story.
The U.S. Department of Education has effectively halted investigations into claims of racial harassment in schools, a move that civil rights advocates warn could undermine protections for students facing discrimination. Under the current administration, the Office of Civil Rights has not resolved any new racial harassment cases and has shifted its focus towards enforcing a broad ban on DEI and race-based policies. Critics say that this leaves the students without recourse and lets discriminatory behavior just go unchecked.
I mean, this is the mission. This is the mission, man. This is what they want to do. They don't care about black people, man. They don't care about us. They don't care about anything that's going on with us. I agree with you. The lettuce 60 for real, man. They keep us fighting. We're fighting for scraps, while the rich people just keep getting richer. The billionaires came up this year. I was watching that last night. AI is getting them paid. Why it's taking our jobs. And AI don't give a fuck what color you are. It's taking your fucking job. While y'all sit around and point at black people in DEI, they're stealing everything. It's so stupid to focus on immigrants and black people when the richest motherfucker in the world about to have $1 trillion. $1 trillion by himself. What do you hear about this dude doing for the community? What does this dude give up for everyone else? Because that's the way the system has always worked, man. People sacrifice for others. In America, we have this idea. Pull yourself. You can't pull yourself nowhere. If no one gives you opportunity, you can't pull yourself. Even if you started your own fucking business, you can't pull yourself by your own bootstraps if people don't come fucking buy your product. Like everything is, it takes a community. People have to buy your products. People have to want your services, or you ain't pulling shit up. You's gonna be another broke motherfucker wishing you could open something.
This motherfucker said black people got entitled attitudes.
Are black people the ones sitting around saying that DEI is killing my jobs? Or is it white people? That's entitlement. When you say, I deserve this and those people don't deserve it. It's called entitlement. We could all shut this down if we would just not buy anything or go to work for a week. We could. I don't know if that would be a good thing. But we definitely could, because the people who want their rent, they're still going to want their rent. We could shut it down, but we'll be homeless. They'll kick us all out. So I don't know. Ooga booga. Oh my God. Racist fucker. Wasting energy on reparations for the slavery. Y'all know what, bro? Nobody's talking about reparations. Y'all the ones always bringing it up.
Right.
We didn't even bringing it up. No one said one word about reparations. We know A lot of people think that it would work. I am one person I am very, very skeptical when it comes to it. I'm very negative when it comes to reparations because I don't think it's going to happen. I think that people would rather kill people, shoot up the world before that happens. So I don't like to live in fantasy land. Reparations is never going to happen. It didn't happen to the people that were just released from slavery and they gone out there. They were supposed to give them 40 acres and a mule. Some of them received it, but they all took it, was taken back. Somehow it was reneged upon. And all those people who did get their 40 acres, they lost it. They lost it. So for me to sit here and act like these people who have perpetrated these horrible conditions in this country for so long are going to stand up one day and say, you know what? I'm going to stop being a piece of shit, man. I think we should help the people that we've been shitting on for so long. We know you're not going to do that. So I have no thoughts about you people voting or trying to help your fellow Americans. It will never, ever happen. Never. Y'all already get EBT and what do you mean? You get it too. You stupid fuck. White people get it too.
Welfare was created to help white people.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is not something that just black people are getting. You get it too. How is that helping us if you get the shit too? The fuck are you talking about?
They're ignorant.
Dumb as fuck. Anyway, imagine paying reparations to the natives. Hey man, the people, the Japanese that were put in internment camps,
they got reparations.
They got reparations. The Jews
got reparations.
Got reparations from America. We didn't even do the shit. We wasn't the ones that was killing them.
But we gave them reparations.
But we gave them reparations though. No, we have a heart when there's people that look like us or people that we think that we have to give to because we felt bad because we dropped the bomb on the Japanese. So, but you know, we don't feel bad enough for black people. That's fine. That's cool, man. Whatever. I would never think that you motherfuckers would ever care about another group in your country.
They don't, and they never will.
It's not so. It's no reason for me to think that reparations or anything is going to happen because it will be another civil war before that goes down. Mm-hmm. So I don't think about reparations, man. It's not a thing that I even think about. We know we're going to have to build our own or it's never going to happen.
I mean, you know, we can build our own as many times as we want. But how many times are these white people going to come burn it down?
I mean, we know the history. Every time black people have taken a step forward, it's always been burn it up, tear it down, take it apart. You know, it's always been a coup. It's like in Williamson, North Carolina, where black people were mayors and they ran a whole lot of things. A coup occurred, took out all the black people's power, made sure all the black people couldn't vote. Something that happened to all across the South, man. To this day, black people have no power in the South. None. We had more power in 1870 than we do today in the South. Because of the way things are gerrymandered and the way things are set up, no power for the people that's living there. Here you go. Stop being on the side of the people that did everything they could. What, white people? Is that what you're saying? Are you one of these fucking idiots? They're gonna bring up Democrats.
Yes, she is. Look at her. Her profile got her. She sticking up the middle finger in her profile, talking about some pew pew as her name.
I am so tired of conservatives bringing this up, dude. For real, dog. This is the dumbest shit ever. Stop saying this. Do you want to take down Confederate flags right now? Do you want to take down Confederate statues right now? If you say no, then you're on the side that are on the motherfuckers who are the racists.
And it's just 2026, Robert. It's not 2025 anymore. Sorry.
Oh my God, they're so fucking dumb. You don't want the Confederate statues to come down. You want the bases to go back in the names of Confederates, but you want to sit around talking about what the Democrats were the people that created it. You're the one that's still keeping it going. Do you get any blame for keeping it going for 100 years? Even though the name changed from Democrat to Republican. The conservatives were the people who wanted to conserve. They wanted to conserve slavery.
Hence the word conservative.
Conservatives. They wanted to conserve it. They wanted to keep things the same. They didn't want change, like always. They never want change. They always want things the way they were. Stop bringing it up. For real. It's ridiculous. You motherfuckers are dumb. Conservatives have always been the KKK. Always. Liberals are not. They have always been the ones, you know, that the government that was going against Britain. You know what the Americans were that fought against them? The liberals. The liberals. They won the Revolutionary War. Liberals. They were not conservatives, because if they were conservatives, they would want it to keep it the same and keep England in charge.
Yep.
They wouldn't want to change. They would be on conserving the way things were. The liberals wanted change. So they fought. Civil War. Who fought and won? The liberals fought and won. That's who. The conservatives have been on the wrong side of history every fucking time. Every time. Every time. Y'all have been on the wrong side.
Why don't y'all go back to Europe?
Yeah,
Germany, Irish,
please take
Norway, Denmark,
you don't
Finland.
Like you can. They love talking about all white countries. They can all go back to them.
Go back to them.
It's so easy for them to go back to all white countries.
This country was filled with brown people when they got here.
Before they even got here, and they talking about they want the country to be all white. It was never all white.
It was all brown when they got here.
Always brown. There was Mexicans, natives. The fuck out of here. Take your ass back to fucking Caucasus Mountains. You want everybody else to leave. Like, you get to come here and take whatever you want. Manifest destiny, huh? The fuck out of here. You're saying some straight nonsense, man. There wasn't conservatives versus liberal. Oh my God.
Pew pew. Why don't you go back to where you came from?
Oh my. There
Do
wasn't
a DNA test to
conservatives
see where your
and
family
liberals
from.
back then. Dog. Go ahead on next story, man.
Anywho, lastly, in our rundown this morning, the Department of Health and Human Services has announced a freeze on federal child care across all 50 states until further verification shows that funds are being spent legitimately. Because one person who happened to be white said that a Somalian daycare was committing fraud as he was breaking into said daycare in Minnesota.
Oh man, this story is so fucking stupid, dude. Everybody wants fraud and fraudulent people to be arrested. But the focus on this story after Trump shit on the Somali people, then the guy who goes to this story, it's the Republicans that's telling him where to go. The thing is this, man. If there's fraud going on, catch him, go to jail, that's fine. But to act like this fraud was just found by this podcaster guy, and it wasn't something that people in the state had already been working on, people had already been arrested. People have been being arrested for like 7 to 10 years. They've been working on these cases. How many people have went to jail? I don't know. A lot. And they're going to sit there and act like they found something, while the president is letting loose every fraudster in the fucking history. People who done defrauded crypto, people who done defrauded the country with drugs. He letting them all loose, and then they want to sit around and act like they care about fraud. Then you got motherfucking Brett Favre in Mississippi fucking stealing money from the government. Did they give a fuck? Did they say, oh, Mississippi, we need to take all your funds? No. They ignored it, went on their fucking life like always. They're making this a big deal because they want to prove that the Somali people ain't shit, because they want to go with their racist rhetoric that all these people are garbage. If the people are committing fraud, fucking catch them. But the thing is now,
and stop pardoning them.
Yeah, you pardoning fucking, it's crazy. But anyway, the fucked up part to me is this. Really fucked up part is they are trying to act like everybody needs to be kicked out the country because of these people. Now we are seeing that child care payments across the country has stopped. So now everybody gotta pay,
including you Trumpers that's in this comment section.
I hope that none of y'all have any fucking child care that are child care companies that are getting money from the government, because they're probably going to tell you we need more money because the money from the government is just slowed up.
Your premium for your child's child care is going to skyrocket.
It's about to go up
because now the child care facility has no funding. Because
the funding for the facility that you're sending your kid just lost their money because you motherfuckers want to sit around. It's fraud. It's fraud. Now he just did this. He wanted to do this anyway. Now he's going to take all the money that people are needing for daycare.
And people like Pew Pew, she gonna have to stay at home and quit her job because she can't pay for her child care.
You pay for your child care, my guy. But the child care place that you send your kid, they are getting money funding from the state, from the government for child care. That is going to kill us. It's already fucking expensive as fuck for child care. Now he's taking away the little money that we had. Why does what the people doing in fucking Minnesota equals that we're all fucked? Everybody money is gone. How does that right? I know you motherfuckers don't care until the shit knocks on your door, but this child care shit is finna knock on your door. It's gonna knock on your door and you ask for it. You ask for it because look, somebody they're stealing. Y'all think that there's not going to be criminals in every fucking aspect of life when it comes to any fucking program. All the white collar motherfuckers that are getting away with shit and able to say, you know what, it wasn't me, it was my company. And now these companies are getting away with fraud because who put the fucking bill in place to make sure that these fucking companies do not be held accountable for the fraud that they do nowadays? The Republicans. They're okay with fraud. They're okay with white collar crime. It has white in it, so it's all good. But let some people get some fucking free daycare. Oh my God, we gotta take them all down. No one's getting any daycare in the whole country now. Like what? Should we shut down capitalism? You know how much fraud is in capitalism? Do you know how much fraud is in business? We should shut it all down, right?
How much fraud does Trump commit in his business?
How much fraud is in fucking politics? Shut it all down. Fucking fraud all over fucking Congress. Fucking fraud all over the fucking Senate. Shut it down. There's fraud. No one deserves anything. Shut it down. Fraud. Like, dude, it's so fucking stupid. But this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Dumb shit. Go ahead, man. My bad. We 30 minutes on this already. Yeah, man, this is ridiculous, man. Really? I'm brave. Shut your bitch ass up. Say what the fuck I want to. Motherfuckers don't scare me. So, we want to thank everyone for joining us, man, and talking for a little while, whether
Trump
you're watching on YouTube.
wants to make all the decisions.
Yeah, he wants to be a king. Listening on podcasts or catching us live in the chat. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate everyone being here, supporting independent media, and helping us shine light on the stories that powerful people would really prefer we did not talk about. That's the mission of Habari Live, man, to keep these things discussed. If we can't talk about it, we can never figure out a right way for the country. Can't do it. Shut the Senate down. We find the degree on. Hey, man, some people believe in anarchy. I don't know if anarchy is the way to go. I don't know. I mean, I think you have to have some type of system in place. I don't know. But today's show, man, it's heavy, it's uncomfortable, but it's always necessary. We're going to talk about new allegations connected to Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, a disturbing on-camera account about Donald Trump, the continued fight for transparency around the Epstein Files, the pattern of behavior that keeps surfacing again and again, what justice and accountability should look like in America, man. I mean, we're going to have real conversations about power abuse and the people who get protected by wealth and status, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, though.
For
What
sure.
is this? Is it?
It's going into a clip.
I know, man. I think this is old. It's not new.
This is exactly what you gave me this morning. That's what you sent me this morning. So, I mean, this is from Tuesday.
I don't know, man. I don't have the videos, but a former fashion model, Stacey Williams, who once dated old Jeffrey Epstein, has spoken publicly about an incident in the early 1990s involving Epstein and Donald Trump. She describes behavior that she says left her in shock, and her accounts mirrors numerous other stories that have surfaced over the years. I did have this video. I forgot to unload it. My bad. So I didn't add the clip in. It was going to be her talking about the things that she went through with Trump. She's saying that he grabbed her in front of Epstein, and they laughed about it. And it's pretty disgusting stuff, man. This is the ex-girlfriend of Epstein, said that she was raped by Trump in front of him. And we did have a CNN clip. I'll put a link to it for you guys to see it in there. But what you would have heard is disturbing. So let's read some of what she said again for clarity, to make sure that we're being clear. Like I said, I'll put the clip in the description because I forgot to upload it. But she describes being in the Trump Tower in Trump's office in 1993, saying Trump had his hands all over her. He had his hands on my butt, breasts, on my hips, up and down, while the two of them just kept having a normal conversation. He's all over her, assaulting her. And this isn't the first woman to say this about you guys' favorite person. He's been accused, I don't know how many times. A new accusation came out of the Epstein Files. I love how you guys love to hold everyone else accountable, but somehow Trump never holds any accountability for anything he says. Anything. This guy, I mean, it's unbelievable. See if you can find a video for me. CNN, you see I was talking about CNN clip. Just we can share the screen of Stacey Williams talking on CNN about being raped by Trump. See if you can find that on YouTube. So, I mean, I don't know how many times it has to come out. I don't know how many situations have to come up. I don't know how many women have to say what happened. You guys will never believe it. You will never, ever, ever, ever step up. I think the third one is the third one. I think it's that. It's just unbelievable. Yeah. Pause it. Share screen down at the bottom. There you go. Hit play.
No, Epstein is dominating the news once again, and his relationship with Trump is under scrutiny. While you were dating Epstein, can you tell us how close these two men were?
Did you share it?
They were best friends. I dated Jeffrey for a period of more or less, I think about 4 or 5 months. And the only friend that he would mention every time we saw each other or had a phone conversation was Donald. And he would share a lot of anecdotes. I have plenty of anecdotes. And yeah, they were very close, and they were up to no good.
And how did Epstein talk about Trump? Sort of what was the quality of those anecdotes and how he described him?
Well, there was a time when he mentioned that he had to check in on him because he was unwell and very upset about something that had happened. I remember because he was late to pick me up and he was explaining why he was late. They were just, it was such a long time ago, but it was just that was his bro, that was his wingman. It was clearly, I'd hear about Ghilan and I'd hear about Jeffrey. And I met Ghilan in his house. She would come wafting in and out, the home in New York. So he was clearly just someone that he talked about all the time. And again, I met Jeffrey the second time and we started dating based on the reintroduction that happened at the Plaza Hotel at a Christmas party in 1992 that Donald Trump threw. And they were very, very close.
So let's talk about this incident, alleged incident in 1993, where you say that Trump groped you in front of Epstein. I do want to note that CNN has spoken to 3 friends of yours who confirmed that you told them about this alleged incident over past decades. Can you tell me more about what happened that day and particularly how Trump and Epstein interacted?
Yeah, before I get into the details of what happened, which, obviously I told you guys and I've shared with multiple outlets, the specifics of the assault that happened, I want to point out that I was polygraphed before I did all this by one of the most renowned examiners in the world. Michael Wolff has hundreds of hours of interviews with Jeffrey Epstein where Jeffrey confirmed to Michael what the two of them did to me long before I came out and told you all of this. So those are 2 critical.
Now we all know that you guys don't care about the victims. You guys don't listen to the victims. You guys don't care at all. But, it's kind of crazy to see women saying this stuff. Look at this Melissa Johnson. Not one woman ever said in the Epstein interview that Trump assaulted them. This is a blatant lie.
Well, we just showed you.
We can give you
a woman that said it.
There's one, but in the Epstein files, there were accusations that came out. I hate it for you guys, man, that y'all live in a fucking news media bubble that don't tell you the fucking truth. Like, this is true. Accusations came out.
It doesn't matter how long ago she was his girlfriend.
Right.
She said it happened.
This was in the 90s. Like, so you gonna be okay with a president raping motherfuckers in the 90s and now he's the fucking leader of the country? You cool with that? But anyway, that is untrue. If we can share the screen and show you the story of the files that came out were the new accusations against Trump and the girl who filed them. They said that we don't know how true this is. Accusations. We don't know, but new accusations definitely came out. This is another accusation. He also was found liable for a rape that he did for another while. So, I mean, you guys, you see Diddy, everybody, Diddy, he's a rapist, Diddy. We love screaming that. They have never been able to prove anything on that man, but we all screaming it. But when it comes to Trump, somehow he's getting the benefit.
Because he's white.
Doubt. Somehow he's getting the benefit. Everybody's like, no, he's a great guy. He didn't do it. We don't believe the women. Polygraph isn't evidence because it's okay. Like I said, man, you guys are okay protecting rapists. And you're telling the women
they got 1 or 2 of their uncles in their families that's doing it.
I mean, dude, they're sitting here saying they are fighting against the women who say they are the victims. You're not a victim. You probably deserved it. Like, dude, y'all wow, dog. Y'all wow, man. This dude openly admit that Trump and Epstein were best friends.
Hugh Hefner did not have underage girls.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He had a whole bunch of women, but we've never said he was raping. But he definitely was a pervert. We know that. I mean, he was a pervert. But, that type of stuff was glorified back then. Biden is, oh my God. Y'all say anything, bro. Fine. Give me some proof, brother. Show me something. The Democrats always find an Anita Hill when they want to take a good man down.
How is Trump a good man?
Damn, dude. Hey, I mean, to be on the side of the people that are the people who are accused, and you're always on the side of the people that are accused, and you're always against the women. Eesh, that sounds like a rapey pattern to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't always be on the side of the man. You can't always say that the women are the people that are lying.
Like, she shouldn't have put herself in this situation.
Yeah, you have to all realize that
men do dumb shit.
It's you.
Y'all just perfect.
Like, man, fuck. Like, we all, like I said, with Bill Cosby, with P. Diddy, with all of these people
Uncle Tom
that had
61, you can go on YouTube and find the rest of that clip.
And all the people that had accusations against them, people were immediate to go online and call these people rapists. They're okay with calling all of those people rapists. But Trump found liable of rape. Trump, several women saying that he did this stuff. Best friend is a rapist. Hear him on video about talking about grabbing women by the crotch when he wants to.
Or how about he goes into the dressing room of women whenever he feels like it because he can.
OJ was found not guilty, but he was found liable of murder in that courthouse. And you know what y'all go with? OJ's a killer.
Because he was found liable.
Why is it different?
Because it's a white guy.
When it's Trump. Why? He was found liable. OJ found liable. Y'all call OJ a murderer. He's a killer.
Uncle Tom, do your job. Go find it yourself. How about that?
I don't get it.
We're not playing the rest of nothing.
So she says,
you keep asking.
She went into shock because when it's hitting in brazenness like that, which is Donald Trump's forte, you go into shock. And you know the way she's describing him grabbing her? Remember when that girl was like, Donald Trump, Cubans for Trump. You see the way he was grabbing on her? He was all on her hips, all on her arms, all on her shoulders.
What about the way
on her? Like,
he grabs his daughter by the hips?
Dude is freaky. And the way she was describing,
and the way he look at his daughter,
it sounds like the same way that he was grabbing that lady. Like, for real. But she was describing public entitlement to her body, zero concern about consent, the normalization of sexual violation in powerful spaces. And this story does not stand alone. It matches other allegations from numerous women over decades. And it even matches Trump's own word on Access Hollywood tape where he bragged about doing
I grab bitches
exactly
by the
this
pussy
kind
and
of
they
thing.
can't do nothing about it.
How he grabbed women and they don't do anything. We all remember the quote, I just start kissing them. They don't even wait. I don't even wait. I don't even get consent. When you're a star, they just let you do it. Grab them by the pussy. That's not taken out of context, man. That is what this guy said. Your president, your God, your Jesus. He openly said he's going to grab women. And you guys are, yay, he's great. Oh, I love him. Now, to be absolutely clear, these are allegations, like I said. Trump has denied many accusations over the years. But I've seen people lose more with less accusations. I've seen people lose everything with less accusations.
All the accusations this man got.
I've seen people lose their NFL career,
lose one
everything
accusation.
with one accusation that ends up not even being true in the fucking past, but it didn't matter. It's over. You had an accusation against you, done. But with this guy, he gets a pass.
For decades.
He gets a pass. But there is also a legal record, civil judgments, multiple accusers, audio recordings, Epstein's connection documents and logs and photographs. He's in all of those. But Bill Clinton's in them too. Fucking dog, y'all, man. Your whataboutism, man, is the only way y'all do shit. That's how y'all do shit. Well, what about him? So he doesn't get accountability because someone else. That's the way it works with this guy. Why doesn't he get accountability? Why, when it comes to him, it's always, what about him? Like, it's weird as hell. It's weird. If Biden was ever in any situation where he was raping people, I am not going to protect him. Sorry.
I hope Gregory DePhillip 9107. I hope you don't have any daughters. Talking about women will let men do whatever they want just to get some money. I hope you don't have daughters or granddaughters.
Wow, that is a disgusting,
I hope you don't have a wife.
Disgusting thing to say, bro. But these are the people that they vote. That's his voters. Women do whatever the rich guys say. Yeah, okay, you guys, dude. Pedo, rapist, protectors.
Man.
Openly.
And they going hard to protect this man.
Openly. Like,
out
it's
of all the
disgusting.
accusations this man done had over his life,
no,
like this
I
man
wouldn't.
career supposed
Bill
to be
Clinton Bill Clinton was one of my favorite presidents since the 90s. And if anything comes up that he's in a lot of this shit, and I have lost a lot of respect for Bill kicking it with these people. And if he has anything that is going to make him look guilty, put his ass under the jail. And if he was the president right now, I would be saying impeach his motherfucking ass. I am not with raping. I don't give a fuck if he's a liberal. I don't give a fuck if he's from my state. I don't care. Get him out of there.
Dr. Fresh, I hope you don't have a wife, a daughter, a granddaughter, anybody that's a woman in your life. Talking about women are all gold diggers. You're a gold digger.
I am not with Bill. Fuck him. If Bill did anything, put his ass under the fucking jail.
Women have always done anything for money.
He sure likes cigars.
And men like you, Gregory, have always paid women for sex.
And always rape too. Rape is one of the oldest crimes in the history.
Because you want to take it because you think you can, because you think you own it.
Joe Biden is a liar. What are we talking about rape here, bro? I mean, I think all politicians are liars. I think we all know that they all lie. What kind of shit is that? Fucking A. So when individual stories start forming the same shape, same pattern, same method, the public has a responsibility to stop pretending it's random.
Yep.
Look at all this shit, all these accusations that is piling up on this man. Why the fuck would we say it's random? This shit seems like it's a pattern. It seems like this is something that was normal for him. All of these women aren't fucking lying. Go ahead.
But we also have to look at the Epstein side of this. Jeffrey Epstein didn't just randomly know rich people. Epstein built his world by surrounding himself with billionaires and politicians and celebrities and financial elitists. That's what he did. His operation worked because powerful men protected one another. Men like Trump and Epstein protected one another.
And Bill Clinton too.
And Bill, right. His network functioned on access, keeping your mouth shut, and mutual dirt on each other. So if you said something about me, I got this on you. Blackmailing each other for they dirt. And every time the public got close to the truth, guess what happened? The documents disappeared. Victims were attacked online. Investigations got stalled. And get this, the names got redacted. So you don't know who the predators are. But the question is no longer, was Epstein ever involved in the abuse? We already know that answer. The question is, who else was involved? And why is telling the truth still being hidden?
Yeah, man. It's disgusting. You know, I just had a guy who said he hates liberal blacks, and his name is the gates of hell would never prevail. That's definitely where you're going, bro. You're going to the gates of hell. If there's a hell below, you definitely are going to go. You can't stand liberal blacks. Fucking racist. You think you're not going to hell? You're going there, bro. I know some people really think that, oh, I'm white, so I can hate people. I'm not going to hell. I'm going to heaven because we automatically go to hell. We're heaven. We're white. Nah, man, you're evil. You're evil. You hate people. You're going to fucking hell. Good luck with that. But anyway, we see it, man. We see it. They're hiding the files. They're hiding information. They're hiding data. They're redacting. Trump is doing everything, firing everybody who has anything. Look what he did to Lauren Boebert because she said, release the files. Now he vetoed her fucking water bill in Colorado. Like this dude he's vindictive. He's vindictive. Anybody who says just release the files. You ran on that. You ran on the files. But they're, why didn't Biden do it? I'm going to tell you why Biden didn't do it. This is what Kamala said. She said that, let's see here. We strongly and rightly believe that there should be an absolute separation between what we wanted as an administration and what the Department of Justice did, Harris shared on Jimmy Kimmel's show. There was supposed to be a separation between the DOJ and the government. So the things that the DOJ worked on or released was supposed to be on them. The government that wasn't supposed to use the DOJ to help them to stay in power. These are the things that Donald Trump are doing. These are the things that he is putting in place. Yes, I did, Uncle Tom. It's crazy that you call yourself that. You're going to call me an N-word, though. Damn, bro.
The biggest coon ever with the biggest coon name.
Dude.
Uncle Tom.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. People, the normal way that the DOJ and the government worked was the DOJ was separate. The government is not supposed to tell the DOJ who to go after like Trump does every day. Now, I know you guys, since you guys are rapists, then everybody is rapists. Since you guys are cheaters, everybody's cheaters. Yeah, what the fuck ever. I want to ask you something, Nicholas, whatever the fuck your name is. Do you think Tim Walz is going to let people steal shit? How is that helping Tim Walz? You tell me. How is people stealing daycare money going to help Tim Walz? Just tell me that, bro. How fucking stupid can you be? How stupid? There's Medicaid fraud, medical fraud in every fucking state. There's fraud in every level of every occupation, of every business, of every organization. Everything has fucking fraud in it. The government. Everything has fraud in it, man. Republicans have, how many people have this guy? Thank you for money for calling us dumb. Right on, bro. What the fuck? I swear these people are retarded. Special, baby. Right on, Uncle Tom. Fuck. Let's be real, though, man. If this were a poor man from a housing project accused by dozens of women tied to a convicted sex trafficker and recorded bragging about groping women, he would not be flying private jets to campaign rallies. This guy would be in jail. He would be way under the jail.
Not just if he were a poor man. Mm-hmm. If he were a poor black man.
Anybody poor. I'm not going to say black. I'm going to say anybody. Anybody, any one of us, if us normal people, if we would have done half the shit that Donald Trump has done, we would be fucking in jail. That's what. That's the difference between justice for the powerful, justice for everybody else. There's two justice systems, and it's dumb. Dude, Melissa Johnson, you're blaming race, you dumb motherfucker. You're blaming race. You're trying to blame the Somalis for all the fucking Medicare fraud. Like there ain't Medicare fraud all across this fucking country. You're being the racist. The white woman that led the Medicare fraud in Minnesota is in jail. And all the people that have something to do with it, I hope they go to jail too. This story in Minnesota is old, and you motherfuckers who don't read are just now catching on. They've been locking people up for this shit. But I want your stupid ass to know something, though, Melissa Johnson. Everybody is going to pay, and I hope you don't have any kids in daycare.
Here, I got a little bit of data for you. Based on the data from the United States Sentencing Commission, the majority of individuals who are sentenced for healthcare fraud
Is white. We don't even
are
know.
white.
We don't even need to know that. We already know that.
Here's the biggest percentage for the dummies that's in the comment section. 40.9% of you white dummies are committing Medicare healthcare fraud, but you're blaming black people and brown people and Somalians?
Right. Somalis.
You're retarded. You're dumb. You're ignorant. You don't know anything. Go do your research before you come in our comment section trying to talk shit.
Yeah, man, it's racist that you guys are going after the Somali people. It's all racism. Ever since Trump said what he had to say about the Minnesota, about the people, the Somali people, y'all been after them to prove him right. That's what y'all are on. He said some racist shit. So y'all mission is to figure out how can we prove him right by proving that every Somalian person is a piece of shit.
Right.
And that's what y'all are about right now. Dude, there are billions of dollars of Medicare fraud in every state, my man. That's what I'm saying, dog. Y'all so focused on them. That's just bullshit. Bullshit, dude. Go up. Talking about the daughter. Yes, if you see my last candidate, my daughter who is black just renewed her daycare voucher for the next year. Her daycare is 100% covered in the state.
Not anymore. Trump just froze that funding.
Froze all the funding.
So how's your daughter going to pay for her daycare now?
Froze all the funding. While you sitting around talking about I'm being racist. He just froze all the fucking funding.
Nationwide.
Because
that includes Massachusetts.
Some Somali people in Minnesota is, we got to stop it all. And that's what I'm saying is bullshit. I understand him finding fraud. Go ahead. Do what you got to do to find fraud, Medicare, childcare, whatever. Find the fucking fraud. That's cool. But you can't just blame it on one group and then blame everybody in that group.
Right.
Blame Minnesota. Blame the fucking governor. Like, dude, if you know that Republican states are the poorest states. So I already know that the most fraud and shit is coming from the poorest states.
And here's the thing. Last year, there were 61,678 cases that were reported to the Sentencing Commission. And of those cases, only 395 were actually healthcare fraud cases. And of that 395, 67.8% of the individuals that were sentenced for that fraud were white men.
So let's kick them all out. Man,
kick them back to their own country.
Let's take them back to Europe. You know, they don't deserve to be here. 67% of them are white men stealing all the money.
Committing fraud.
Let's take them out. Kick them out. We don't need them here. We don't need them here. Since they should be treated the same way y'all want to treat the Somali people. Kick them out. Fuck, dog. It's fucking retarded, dog. I swear it's so dumb, the shit that we have to deal with. You want to blame everything on these fucking people. It's so silly, man. But anyway, these Epstein files should be really released, man. Unredacted, so the American people can finally see. The guest list, the phone logs, the financial ties, the flight manifest, where we know Donald Trump was on 8 times already. Oh, Bill Clinton wasn't on the flight logs. Mr. Trump, 8 times he was on a plane. We also know that he was on a plane with a 20-year-old girl and just him and Epstein. We know that because the flight logs are real. You cannot lie about those. The favors that was exchanged. Because this isn't just about Trump, man. It's about the elite, the rich. This is about the judges, the CEOs, the media executives, the politicians from both parties. I don't give a fuck what side are you on. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. If you had something to do with this shit, you should go down. I'm not going to protect Bill Clinton, Biden, none of these motherfuckers, man. Y'all are into protecting y'all boy because y'all in the cult. I don't care. I just want all the information to come out. I want these girls who have been looking for justice forever to get the justice that they deserve. Y'all sitting around trying to protect y'all boy. What about? That's all y'all on. I don't care. All positions, all politicians from both sides, all of them should be paying the price. if they were in these files or any proof that they knew what the fuck was going on. Period. There's nothing to fucking argue about. People with the ability to shape law, news, and culture, the powerful. Sunlight is the only disinfectant. Shining the light on these people for the roaches can start running around. That's what you want. So let's talk about the chat, man. Questions for you guys. Do you believe the Epstein list will ever be released? What you guys think? Do powerful men ever truly face consequences in America?
Nope, they don't.
You know, the guy in I think it was Argentina that tried to push forward a coup, that motherfucker in jail. In jail. In America, he's the president. He's the president. We don't let the rich never face consequences. If then they get to a point, they put their president in, and what do? He pardons them. From the left and the right, man. They pardon their people. I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat or a Republican. The people they be pardoning, it be bullshit. Like, you have to have, with these pardons, to me, you have to have fucking proof about the case. I mean, these pardons, man, getting all these fucking fraudulent motherfuckers out of jail throughout history, man. When they pardoned Nixon motherfucking ass for the shit that he did, pardon. Who pardoned him? I think it was Carter. Pardoned him. These motherfuckers always get away with everything. And I don't give a fuck if you're from the left or the right. Always pardoning the rich. The rich always get away with everything. It's bullshit, man. Do powerful people ever fucking face consequences for what they do in America? I'm going to say no. Why do so many people still defend Trump no matter what his outcome? Because they're in the cult. That's why. They're cultists. We see your comments coming in. Keep them respectful, please. That's not something most of the people can do. Keep them real. Moderators, thank you for holding it down. We appreciate you guys. And, let's go into this next one.
For sure. One of the most important things to say out loud is this. No one single allegation, again, an allegation, proves anything.
Mm-hmm.
No one allegation proves anything. But patterns of behavior, that can prove a lot. Here we have patterns of repeated accusations, similar descriptions from multiple victims, entitlement and lack of consent, Trump's connection to Epstein, bragging on tape, on the Hollywood Access tape. We all saw that live when it happened. But people can debate politics all day long. But what we're talking about today is the basic humanity and respect, whether women are people or poverty, to the men that's in power.
That's real, man. Normal people don't get pardoned like that. I have to disagree with you. There's some people that do get pardoned, but it's not normal people. It's always somebody who has connections to the rich. Now, we've said these are allegations and accusations a million times, and we are not saying that this is proof. But how many times that there has to be smoke before we say maybe it's fire in there? That's all I'm saying, man. How many times? I can't believe that you guys voted for this motherfucker. All the accusations, and this motherfucker's hit the rapist's best friend. Like, that's crazy.
Was best friends with him.
Yeah, man. Like I keep saying, bro, we don't have to. Clinton was in a lot of pictures. He's lost a lot of respect for me. Because we know what this guy Epstein was about. The only thing I can say for Clinton is Susie Wiles said he wasn't in the fucking flight log, so he never went to the island. That's the only thing I can go off of. But everything else when it comes to Clinton, he looks bad right now. He did come out and say, hey, we want all the files to come out. Release them all. And Trump is saying the opposite. Trump is hide it. He's cussing anybody out that wants to bring them out. He's acting very fucking guilty. And a person that's acting guilty is usually guilty. What do they say, man? When you arrest two motherfuckers and you put two people in jail, the guy that you go in his cell and he's sleeping comfortable is usually the motherfucker who did it. The dude that's up all night tripping, like, get all the evidence out there. I ain't do nothing. I don't know what the fuck. He's screaming for his innocence. He usually didn't do it. It's the guy who trying to act like he's cool. It's all good. Bill, whatever. I don't care about Bill. Y'all keep bringing him up, man. It's so crazy, boy, that y'all bring up Clinton like that.
And he's the one that said release the files.
You can't talk about Trump. I don't get it. Why are y'all so fucking stupid? If you want to bring up Bill Clinton, is Trump in the same? He's in just as many pictures as Bill Clinton. Is he in the same category for you as Bill Clinton? Or is it just
Bill Clinton?
Bill Clinton. That shows that you have partisan thinking. Like, dog, come on, man. Think for yourself. I'm sitting here saying out loud, I don't care if it's Bill, Biden, anyone that has anything to do with this shit should go down. But you can't, Trumpers can't say that. Look, Trump will be vindicated. That's what y'all on, man. Like, y'all are crazy, bro. You don't see that you're protecting this dude?
Dude said he don't care about the facts.
I know, man. They don't
because
care.
they don't. Said, man. MAGA does not care about the facts.
Man. Don't care. They don't care, man. Political hypocrisy, man. Political hypocrisy. That's all it is, man. So, I mean, we're going to go into this next story, man. We're going to talk about some of the top stories for the year. Some of the things that's been going on. But lastly, accountability shouldn't depend on party lines, dude. You guys want to do the whataboutism and bring up, but what about the other side? I'm saying I don't give a fuck. Put them away too. You guys can't say that. And then you say, what, a cult? I don't get it. You're not in a cult. You're in a cult. When you can't hold your leaders accountable, that's called a cult. I don't give a fuck if Bill Clinton did it. Like, straight up, put him in jail. He should go down too. Like, I don't understand why you guys are the ones that's protecting the dude by trying. Well, what about him? What about him? Put him in jail if he did anything. But you can't split your mouth to say those words about your king. That's your problem. When people come forward about abuse, especially abusing involving powerful men, it costs them their lives. It costs them something. They don't get fame. They get harassment from the right. They get doxing. They get lawsuits and fear. You don't have to automatically believe every story, man. But you do have to listen to people in their side. You do have to look at the fucking patterns. And you have to ask why our system is bending over backwards to protect the wealthy pedophiles and politically connected while everyday people get maximum sentences for stealing a fucking candy bar. The Epstein story is not about tabloid celebrity gossip. It is about power, exploitation, trafficking, the value of human fucking life. And the truth still hasn't fully come out. And we'll keep fucking fighting and screaming until we get it. And we're going to keep talking about it until all the information comes out. Period. Now let's go into the top 10 stories of the year, man. Some of the top 10 stories. You asked to search all this, everything that's been talked about this year. Let's see what we got, man. All right, for our second story tonight, we're going to zoom out. It's supposed to have been at night. This has been a wild year in politics, man. In culture, sports, and global news. Some stories came and went in a day, and others shaped the entire year. Today, we're counting down the top 10 stories of the year, Habari lifestyle. We're talking about the stories that dominated the headlines, shifted conversations, and exposed power, hypocrisy, and corruption. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. The rise in global extremism and hate crimes in America. Let's go ahead and start with that.
Okay. I think it might be on you.
No, it's not. I can do it.
Hold on. You said in global conflicts.
The rise, number 10, the rise in global extremism.
Oh, you skipped over a whole bunch.
I know I did. I was supposed to.
How was I supposed to know that? You didn't say I'm skipping over nothing. I'm following along.
Would you just do the shit, man, please?
Whatever. At number 10, with something that's been impossible to ignore. No. That's where you told me to start. You told me to start at number 10.
I'll start. We start at number 10. There you go. Go ahead.
That's exactly what I just said.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Do it. You got it.
Across the world this year, we've seen spikes in anti-Semitism, spikes in Islamophobia, increases in political violence, conspiracy-driven radicalizations online. People are angrier, more polarized, and more misinformed than ever before. And bad actors are profiting from that division. This year forced us to confront a question. What happens when online hate turns into real world violence? It's been a problem this year, man. And we seen the pipe bomber, you know, the Republican swore up and down was a Democrat trying to make sure that the election wasn't going through. But we found out it was a guy who was going to blow people up because he thought the election was stolen. That's the type of stuff we're seeing this year. So, I mean, we've seen some crazy entertainment and streaming battles this year. At number 9, the streaming wars and entertainment shakeups that we've seen with so far. We saw big shows dominating streaming charts, franchise reboots and prequels taking over, Hollywood strikes reshaping the industry, AI entering the creative world and shaking everything up, man. It's hard to tell what is real and what is nowadays. You got to try to figure out if something is AI. It's a crazy place that we're in right now, man. I don't like it, but Trump is pushing, you know, state rights is a big thing on the right? Mm-hmm. But he's pushing that no state do anything to curb AI. He don't want any regulations on AI. And if anyone put any regulations, he's going to take your funding. I thought state rights was so important. Like he's making people not put any regulations on AI, even though AI is fucking everything up right now. We can't tell what the fuck's real or fake. But fans are watching differently. Studios are reconstructing, and the power dynamic between creators and corporations is shifting right now in front of us. Mm-hmm. This wasn't just about TV. This was about the future of art and work.
Mm-hmm. That's right. But going into number 8, where we have a sports power shift, a massive year for sports. We covered blockbuster NBA trades and free agency. We covered the rise of new superstars and legendary veterans chasing their final rings. Mm-hmm. NIL money changing to college sports.
Yeah.
And controversies on and off the field this year. Sports are never just games. They're businesses, their identity and culture all rolled together. But this year's athletes reminded us that they're not just entertainers. They're brands and voices.
Yeah. And we see now we got 2 New England players that are accused of assault right now. You know, and when you were a football player and you're black, you're guilty. So these guys are immediately guilty and they're being all over the news and everybody's talking big trash about them. But our president, he gets the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm. He gets to go grab women and grope them.
He gets the benefit. Everybody else is guilty. Soon as the information comes out, guilty. Trump, oh no, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was someone else. But these players, you know, the two players, and Cardi B's boyfriend, I don't even remember his name right now.
Kenneth Petty?
No. The football player. No, damn Kenneth Petty.
Stephon Diggs?
Yes, Diggs. Mr. Diggs. He's facing some allegations, and, you know, everybody's on him.
Again.
You know? But at number 7, what everybody feels every day, The cost of fucking living. Affordability, something that Trump says doesn't exist, is a made-up hoax by the Democrats, even though he said it 1,000,000 times when he was running for office. Craziness. Groceries, housing, gas, student loans, all front of the year and front and center this year, man. Mm-hmm. People were asking, why are corporations reported record profits where families are struggling? Why is housing becoming unattainable? It used to be your first house is bought in your 30s. Now it's in your late 40s. Why do politicians brag about numbers people can't feel? These stories mattered because nothing is more real than your fucking bills that they're telling you don't fucking exist.
Exactly. And number 6, tech, AI, and the future of your work. Because technology is changing our lives faster than the laws can keep up with them. AI exploded this year with content creation, journalism, art. Workplaces are using AI more than ever. And when it comes to real questions about what's going to happen to your jobs, who's going to own your voice, who's going to own your face, can tech companies be trusted with this much power? Mm-hmm. Probably not. But the future isn't coming. It's already here. And in 2025 and 2026 and going forward, it's only going to accelerate.
Tammy Pierce, you can't talk about eggs everywhere. You can only talk about eggs where you're at. Now, I know we're not paying $1.97 for eggs here.
$2.98.
I already know. So it's you can talk about what you see. Just like y'all talk about gas prices. Gas is still fucking $4 for us. So y'all can sit around and talk about, oh, it's $2. Well, you live in some podunk ass town. You live in a podunk ass town. Gas has not went down that much, about 35 cents at the most. And y'all sitting around talking, yay, gas. Get the fuck out of here. Groceries is still fucking expensive. Rent is still fucking expensive. Rent has not went down.
And wages are not climbing.
You're wrong. Because I just seen 1 million homeless people on the fucking block this morning while I was on my way over here. Fuck out of here. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Republican-led Arizona. Where homeless people are everywhere. But anyway, beef is up I don't know how many times. So stop talking about what's down. We know the fucking prices are ridiculous. The prices are ridiculous. We all know that. Please stop being on that shit, man. That's good for you, Uncle Tom. I'm happy for you, bro. Number 5, the courtroom became the stage, man. We watched indictments, civil cases, appeals, gag orders, legal opinions, shaken politics. For the first time in American history, a former president faced this level of legal scrutiny. Whether you support him or not, this year made one thing clear. Trump will never face accountability. The justice system and politics are now deeply intertwined. And the Republican Party is okay with the president running the DOJ.
Yep. Which brings us to number 4, which is our education battle. Across the country this year, we saw book bans, curriculum fights, teachers came under attack, students protested because they don't understand, and they're like, yeah, this ain't right. Mm-hmm. What y'all doing ain't right. Mm-hmm. People argued over history, race, gender, whose story gets to be told. Mm-hmm. Like, my story matters the most. But this wasn't just policy. It was about who gets to define America. And in Republicans' eyes, it's only Trump and his administration. White folk get to define what America is. In their eyes.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's been a crazy, crazy year. Let's see. All these motherfuckers, man, love to lie, man. Right now, the average price of gas is $2.90. I love that you guys want to lie, but I want to tell you one thing. Gas is not the mirror of our economy. I just want you stupid fucks to know that. Gas is not equal a great economy because gas has went down 35, 40 cents. When Biden left office, gas was like $3.05 a gallon for the national average. Now it's down to $2.90. So it hasn't went that far. So you can stop celebrating. You haven't done shit.
And it's only because the winter gas is what
And
we're using
also,
now.
fucking yeah, right, exactly. The summer gas gonna go right back up. Yeah, right, exactly. California and Phoenix, we seeing $3 down there, $4 a gallon also. So please stop it. It's not going to help the economy by saying that gas is down, but when gas spikes, it definitely hurts the economy. But when gas goes down, it's not a peak economy type shit. It's not the ruler or the metric that we use to say the economy is going well. I'm sorry. Inflation is more of a problem. We have had problems with getting the numbers since the government shutdown, which I've never seen before, that now we're not getting any numbers from the job reports. He's fired everyone. That inflation report that came out last month was not all the information because he only released some of the data. So they're like, oh, inflation went down a little bit. You can't even really believe it because the information and the data that he is releasing right now is not full information. It's partial. We're not even getting the jobs numbers like we're supposed to anymore. This dude is straight up shutting everything down. It was never 9% inflation. Stop the fucking lying. God, boy. Whew. Inflation was at 4.6. If I ain't mistaken, look at that for me. Where was inflation the highest under Biden? They keep saying it's 9, 10%, even though it's still, we had high inflation under Trump because of COVID. Inflation was high. I remember under Trump, we had to figure out how to get toilet paper. I remember those things, but I know he gets a pass and it's Biden's fault. You know, that's the way things work here in America when it comes to the right. Now, the third biggest story was the Jeffrey Epstein files and demands for transparency. I think it should have been a little higher, but number 3, the story we led with tonight, the big story, man, the Epstein files and the powerful people tied to them. We saw new documents, new allegations, new interviews, renewed calls to unseal everything. The bigger question, man, has been, how deep does this shit go? What are the names that are still redacted? Why do powerful people always avoid accountability? Why does it take decades to get these motherfuckers? It took since the 90s to get Diddy. Finally, this dude gets caught for something. The accusations had been coming for years that he was doing all type crazy stuff. No one believed it. They let him get away with it. It took 25 fucking years before somebody did something. Now everybody, oh, look at the documentary. Oh, he was a piece of shit. But when Pac tried to tell you that this dude wasn't shit, what?
The 9% that they're saying is from 2022.
Right. Like I fucking figured in the middle of fucking COVID. But what was it when he left? Because that's the most important. Like I said, it was 3%, if I'm not mistaken. 3.6. But it's been cemented in truth, man. We know that the rich never face
2.9%.
That's what I thought. 2.93%. And it spiked again this year when Trump went in and put his stupid ass taxes on us and put in tariffs. You know, the Tea Party should be losing their minds right now. We're taxed enough already.
Right. And
but
the
they're
only
too
reason
stupid
it went up to
fucking know.
9% in the first place in 2022 was because of COVID.
COVID, I know that.
Global supply chain.
COVID. It was COVID. And like I said, during Trump's administration, we had issues buying toilet paper. We had issues with all that shit. That's why everything spiked. It began under Trump because COVID began under Trump. What Biden took over was already a shit show because we had problems with COVID.
Yep.
I'm not blaming Trump. I'm just saying that COVID happened and something had to be done. The Epstein story is not over, though, not even close. It's a lot more that will be coming out. Whatever, Uncle Tom. We appreciate you, bro. I mean, my chat does not. I don't know why we get so many Republicans. I don't even know, but whatever. Let's go to number 2, the global war and humanitarian crisis.
For sure. At number 2 is our global conflict. This year was marked by war footage filing or filling up our social media accounts. Civilians were caught in the crossfire, and humanitarian disasters all over the world. U.S. aid was stopped. Remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
People who were experiencing natural disasters were no longer able to get aid under Trump's administration. World leaders were playing political chess while people suffered. Don't forget, they also cut off your SNAP benefits.
Mm-hmm.
We watched children, families, and refugees pay the price while our politicians made speeches.
Mm-hmm.
They shut down their town halls,
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to answer questions. But war isn't abstract. It's real people bleeding, starving, and losing everything they have.
Yeah. That's real, man. This president, man, has been just terrible. We see that he will be removing the troops from Democratic cities.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the battle in the courts. The judicial system held, even though the Supreme Court wants to do everything to give him all power. But I'm happy that he's fucking getting his troops. Do you know how much money the troops was costing us a day? Millions. You know how much money the debt is built right now? Y'all talking about Trump. Trump added that, like you said. Yeah. They ignore that. And this time, I bet it's going to be double what he put on the first time. We're going to be so fucked in debt when he leaves, man. This dude is spending like a maniac. But soon as he leaves, what is he going to do? He's going to say, hey, you know what? The debt is on the Democrats. Why ain't look at the debt? The debt is so high. The next Democrat will hear about the debt every single day. But when this guy is in fucking office, they won't say anything about the fucking debt. No, the shutdown, you can call it the Schumer shutdown all you want to. But
Trump shut
we're
it
not
down.
special ed. We know who was in fucking charge of the House, the Senate, and the presidents. You don't get to blame it on the other people when you can't figure out how to work with the other side.
Right. When Trump specifically said that the president was responsible for a government shutdown.
Said it out of his mouth. He's the leader. He should be able to lead people. We didn't have a government shutdown under Biden. You know why? He's a better fucking leader. That's why. That's why. We didn't have a shutdown. 2 longest shutdowns in the history of America.
Under Trump.
Under Trump. Why? Horrid leader. Terrible. So let's go to the number 1 story, man. The gerrymandering that Republicans have been doing in halfway through the decade. Motherfuckers couldn't even wait to the end of the fucking decade like normal. They want to cheat. And the fucked up part about it, it's not even going to help they dumbass. They still going to lose.
They've been losing all election season.
Now, if a fucking Democrat did this, y'all be losing your mind. It's fucking disgusting. But this is the number 1 story, man. They're going after the Voting Rights Act. They're removing the Voting Rights Act. They love to talk about MLK, but they hate everything that man put in place to try to help the minorities, help the people, for they can have power for the places that they live in. Places that they live in. They should have representation. But now in Texas, white people will have 10 times more power than the average black person and Mexican in Texas because they cheated. Number 1, the biggest story of the year, democracy, and whether it survives under the Trump administration. This year has been a challenge, man. Do we trust in elections? Because Trump has done everything to make us feel that we don't trust the elections. This guy is trying to take out mail-in voting. They put in some new law about the postage stamps that's trying to eliminate mail-in voting. They want us all to go stand in lines. And if you're not standing in line to fucking vote, you don't get to vote. That's what this dude wants. Because they know that in black areas, they close all the polling places, only leave 1 open. You know, the rules they put in Florida, you can't give people water while they're standing in line for voting. Like, they make it harder and harder and harder to fucking vote. So that's why they want to remove mail-in voting, do everything they can to make it more difficult to vote. They win in this state every year with mail-in voting. The Republicans here love it. They're not even with it. They've been winning for I don't know how long in this state. But what do? Fake Rosa Parks over here. Be real. DEI don't lie. All right, brother. We have no trust in elections today. We don't trust the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court look like they're bought and paid for by the Republican Party.
Mail-in votes is where the fraud's coming from.
Get the fuck out of here. Like I just said, y'all won in Arizona with mail-in voting. You won this state for Trump with mail-in voting. He's the president with mail-in voting. So are you saying that he's a fraud? Should we take him out since he shouldn't be there? Y'all be saying the dumbest shit ever. This motherfucker done won 2 of the last 3 elections and you talking about his fraud. This motherfucker won the goddamn shit. He's the president.
Man.
What the fuck, man? Do we trust media nowadays? Do we trust any fucking institutions? Because they fucking
Thanks for the like
bent over. Appreciate you, Sizzle Moon Song. They bent over for the Trump administration. How many schools bent over? How many motherfuckers bent over for this administration and took out everything they could? We saw Target. We're gonna remove DEI.
And they lost $12 million.
Lost everything. These motherfuckers about to go bankrupt. You didn't realize how many black people went to your fucking store, did you? You know why black people went there? Because they were putting in a lot of initiatives. They were putting a lot of black people on the shelves. They were putting a lot of our products on the shelves. They was treating us like we should be treated.
Yep.
Black companies were getting a chance, man. And I have to applaud what they were doing at first. But for them to bend over as soon as Trump gets in there and take all of that work that they put in place, and black people were paying them. They were saying, we appreciate what you're doing. They're spending millions with them. And now it's gone. We've seen disinformation, attacks on voting rights, efforts to rewrite reality, something the Republicans, that's what they do. They want to rewrite reality. Leaders who treat laws as options. They don't have to obey the law. Trump is just doing whatever he wants to. The biggest story of the year wasn't one headline. It was the underlying question running through all of them. Does democracy still fucking work? And who does it serve? Because it doesn't seem like democracy is working today. We have people that are straight up communists and are with it. They love to point the finger and call somebody else communist. But we're seeing a government that's taking over businesses. Mm-hmm. The government is saying they're going to take over IBM. What? Like, what the fuck is going on? The government's talking about they're going to have ownership of a company. And the companies are going and saying, yeah, that's fine. That's great. Let's do it. Like, what the fuck? We are a democracy. When you want to say we're a republic, that's a democracy. Goddamn, stop saying that shit. Republic is a part of a democracy, dog. Those are the top 10 stories of our year, man. It's been an ass year. And I think 2026 is going to be another ass one as we got this special ed president in there who doesn't care about anyone but his people and himself, whatever the fuck you want to say. You may agree with him, or you may be smart and disagree with him. But the full point, man, is we have to talk about it because we're all Americans. We're never going to get to a place where we agree and we have a country that we both love if we don't discuss the things that are going on. So, what do you guys think we missed, man? Let us know. Hit us up. What should have been higher? What should have not been on the list? Independent media only grows when you guys engage. So we're trying to build something, and we're trying to make sure that you guys know what's going on in this world right now, man. So, go ahead.
For sure.
No, don't do it. That's not true. Just say the second one, I guess.
Yeah. All right, guys. So on Saturday, we'll be here again.
Yeah.
At 11, our normal time.
Mm-hmm.
Today is unusual. It is a Thursday. We normally do a Wednesday show, but We didn't feel like it last night, so here we are today for
Right.
your new year. Come back with us on Saturday morning at 11. We'll be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We'll be all live.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know your comments in the comments section. And you may get your comment read out loud.
That's real. We want to thank Uncle Tom. We appreciate you, bro. Even though you're Uncle Ruckus, we appreciate you. And like I said, man, we don't have to agree, but I like to see what the right is thinking, because you can't counter if you don't know what they're thinking. You can't engage if you don't know what they're thinking. You can't figure out a place where we all can agree if you don't know what the other side is thinking. That's fine. Jeremy Jackson, you sound like an asshole anyway. Block us. Who cares? Yes, I agree. Trump robbed the farmers. Robbed them the first time, is robbing them again. The people that yelled and screamed they didn't want to help anybody with student loans because they didn't have any student loans and they paid theirs off. I don't have a fucking farm. Got to pay for these motherfuckers to get fucking bailed out again using my tax money, right? That's all good. I didn't have a fucking car. Had to bail out the auto motherfuckers. I didn't have shit. I didn't own a bank. Had to bail out the bankers. But when it came to the students, the poor people, what happened? Nah, fuck them. We don't want them to get the Supreme Court. No. Pay your own student fucking loans. That's this country, man. We're always trying to fuck the poor people, G.
I know lots of farmers.
Farmers and all these people that we are doing to bail these people out. I don't know any fucking farmers.
Yes, you do.
No, the fuck I don't.
Bridget.
She owns
a garden, which is technically like a farm.
I guess.
She grows
she's
produce.
Not a farmer. She doesn't have cows and shit like that.
But a farm doesn't have to have livestock or cattle.
I guess
a farm can grow corn or soybean or whatever produce or vegetable they're growing.
No, I don't know. I don't know any farmers. So why the fuck I gotta bail them motherfuckers out? You know, y'all, you know what, I'm using y'all logic. You said that you don't have a student loan and you paid your student loan, so you shouldn't have to fucking help the people who got student loan problems. That was the right's way of saying fuck them. But we gotta bail the farmers out, right? Even though this dude's tariffs is the only reason we got the motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous. My tax dollars, I work my fucking 40 hours a week, gotta go to fucking helping these bastards again, who voted for Trump again. Now they have to get bailed out because he's sending money to Argentina, sending their fucking products, the soybeans, to fucking China. Like, what the fuck, man? These people are sitting there saying that, hey, man, and I give it to the farmers. They say they don't want a handout. They just want they fucking shit back the way it was. But that's not what Trump did. He wanted to fucking play trade games. But in the trade war, everybody fucking loses. Now, the gates of hell, I see you saying some shit like that. College is a scam. Books are a scam. I believe that you believe that.
He probably ain't picked up a book in his whole life.
You ain't read shit. You ain't been able to figure out shit. You ain't did nothing in your life.
But listen to somebody else tell you something.
I believe it, bro. Go read some books. Go get a degree, man. The more degrees you get, the smarter you are. The more you can fucking tell that people are bending you over. Because you can't tell shit. I don't know, man. If you're going to cut all the welfare and the food stamps, you got to cut the subsidies that go to the rich people too. There's a lot of subsidies that go to them, man. We give the rich people a lot, man. So if you're going to say that we can't give people food stamps and welfare and housing assistance, then let's not give the rich all the subsidies that we give them. We give them master's degree. Let me tell you something, Uncle Tom. If you have a master's degree, your chances of being a millionaire quadruples. I think it's even more than that. The more education you have, the better chances you are to being a rich person. The less education you have, the higher chances is you're going to be unemployed. That's real life. The more education, it is a scam right now, bro. I have to admit, because it costs too much. But education isn't a scam. The amount of money that they're making us pay for this education is definitely a scam. So no farming subsidies, but subsidies for I'm saying, dog, the people, the farmers are against all those other fucking things, but they get a handout. They shouldn't get one if they don't want anybody else to get handouts. That's my fucking thing. Those are the people saying, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but we got to bail them out. But they don't want to help anybody else that's fucking hurting. That's the bullshit I'm calling out, bro.
Saying that the education system needs to be revamped or updated does not mean that the education system needs to be defunded or dismantled altogether. Everything. Nothing is perfect, my guy. Nothing. Everything could use improvements and updates and renovations.
Look.
Including your life.
So I'm supposed to shut up because the farmers are feeding us, but the farmers don't have to make good decisions when they're going to vote, knowing that the person that they're going to vote for is going to take away the means of them paying their bills? Huh? Do they take some responsibility for their fucking own votes? You know that Republicans are for giving big business their farms. Do you know how many farms were bought out in Trump's first term? Do you know how many farmers went bankrupt in Trump's first term and how many are going bankrupt now? Farmers are being cleaned out. You all talk like you like them and you care about them, but we see what happens to them under Trump's administration. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense. Y'all care about the farmers, but y'all should be outraged then.
During Donald Trump's first term in office, the number of Chapter 12 family farm bankruptcies peaked at 599 filings in 2019. This number was the highest level since 2011.
Dude, I voted for someone that put blacks back at the bottom. Please tell me how I did that. Who put blacks back at the bottom? Please tell me. Tell me what you're talking about. What Democrat put blacks at the bottom? He let illegals. No, bro. What he did was put the laws that were already in place back. Trump shut the door on all immigration. Biden put it back to normal. There wouldn't have been a such thing as Ellis Island if we didn't have immigration laws. We've always let people come to America. You thought it was going to stop because Trump stopped it and under his fucking regime? Biden got back in office and it was back to normal that we accept people in America. We've always been a place. This is how we build what we have became. If it's always been just birth citizenship, America would not be as powerful as we are. Without immigrants, we wouldn't have rockets. We wouldn't have went to the moon. Most of the shit that we've done has been helped by immigrants coming and helping out. We love what the Germans did. They came over here. They helped us out. The technology. We love getting the smartest people across the world and bringing them here to a place that we, as Americans, accept new people and they can become an American. Other places don't do that, but that was supposed to be something special about the American dynamic. That we let people come here and you can become an American. That used to be something that we said was special about us. That's why France gave us the Statue of Liberty and said, here, you guys are different. Y'all care about other people that's struggling. Y'all let them come here. But now we're sitting around, they're not good enough. They're not rich. Why the fuck would a rich motherfucker come here? We're supposed to help those huddled masses. Remember? Y'all, man, it's disgusting. You people love to talk about the Constitution, but you will wipe your ass with it anytime you feel like it, as long as it suits you. I'm not going to sit here and argue with people that don't want anyone to come to this country. If it went that way, we're going to be what Europe is going through right now. Europe is losing power. We're not having babies like that, man. The baby boomers was the last ones, man. It's over, bro. We're not growing like that. People aren't having 12, 13 kids. It costs too much money. It costs way too much money. We've seen this in China and Japan. We're seeing it around the world where capitalism is put in place and a middle class starts to grow. China may be communist, but they have a lot of capitalist ideals when it comes to business. And their middle class is starting to grow, and they're having less kids, and they're having a problem with an aging populace, something that America has a real big problem with. Because most of the people here are from the baby boomer generation, and when all of them start going, we're going to have an issue because everyone else didn't have 1 million kids. No, man, don't say illegal. Don't say, y'all don't even want legal immigration. The Trump administration does not want legal immigration. They don't want anyone here unless you're coming from white person from South Africa or white people from the Netherlands or white people from the Caucasus Mountains areas. That's the only thing they want to deal with. So it's all good, but they're not coming here because, like I said, they have health care. They have child care. They have caps on their child care. They give a fuck about each other. Because this country is mixed. It's a melting pot. We have a lot of people who don't give a fuck about other people.
Yep.
They keep saying it's illegal versus legal. Dude, they don't want immigration at all, legal or illegal. They're arresting everyone.
If they wanted legal immigration, the administration would not have paused or halted all naturalization ceremonies for the people that did do it the right way.
Dude,
you dummy.
Joe Biden did not import 20 million people, man. Y'all so fucking stupid, dude. Y'all believe anything. You believe that 5 million people came in. Boy, y'all so dumb. Oh, y'all dumb, man. And if they all came in, they came here illegal, how would you have a number of the people that came in illegally? How would you know? How would you know how many people came in if you didn't have a way to count them? They just came in. How would you know how many came? Please tell me. The only reason we know how many people come to the border is because they're filing for amnesty, something that is legal to do. That's why we have the numbers of how many people are coming to the border, because they file their name on a piece of paper to say, I'm looking for asylum.
And they can keep count of those people.
I'm looking for amnesty. Exactly. And they can say, this is how many people fucking came filing for asylum. This is how many people got a court case, because not everybody looking for asylum or amnesty gets it. Some people cases are thrown out immediately, but some people get a court date. That's the way it has always worked. In Ellis Island, it wasn't even that. You just showed up and they asked you what's your fucking name
on a paper.
And they put your name on a paper and let you go in. They didn't even do that. But now we have all these rules and regulations because they want to make it harder, because it's not white people coming anymore. But America does not have growth without immigration. And we can do whatever we want to, say whatever you want. But the 4 years Trump was in there, we had a loss. We're going to lose again. And the economy is going to go to shit again. And I'm going to say good luck to you motherfuckers. But anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. We stayed over a damn hour to talk to y'all today. 100-year ban on all immigration. Stop. Without immigration, man, this country goes to shit, man. I'm sorry, brother. You can hate on other places all you want to. We need immigration, man. We have to keep growth. If we have negative growth, we're going to be like Europe. We're going to lose a lot, man. We're not going to be the most powerful country in the world. But you guys do what you want to do. There's going to be consequences, I can tell you that. But you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, man. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate Uncle Tom, everybody that stayed with us. Have a good rest of your day and Happy New Year, like we said next time. Until Saturday, we'll see you guys next then.
Peace.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.